And we are live. Hello, everybody. If you're new here, my name is Russ.
I'm Kerry.
And we are the Roads We Roam.
Welcome to our weekly Sunday afternoon live chat. We call this Coffee with Kerry and Russ. It is 1 o'clock here in sunny Florida. We're in the Fort Myers Beach area. We're learning the area just a little bit more. Just to let you know, we are full-time RVers, and this show runs about an hour. Every live chat that we have, we pick an interesting RV-related topic. I'm going to
Forget to turn your volume down.
Newbie mistake.
So today's topic is going to be favorite campgrounds. Kerry and I are going to talk about our favorite campsites, actually. And we encourage you to come in and let us know your favorite campsites. We are going to run down in categories. So let's say, for instance, we're going to talk about state parks. We're going to talk about county parks. We're going to talk about boondocking. We're going to talk about private areas. So once we get into that category, feel free to shout these out, because everybody will find some amazing campgrounds from this discussion here.
And then we will also be doing our call to action segment. We're going to let you know some of the events that are going to be coming up.
Yeah, so basically, let's just go into who's in the room right now.
All right. Well, we have two people that popped in early to say hello, but they're leaving, but they're going to try later on. Ollie Lean in the RV, and 777 Crepo, a.k.a. Bob and Allison.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Our moderator, our lead moderator, our timekeeper, Miss Donna Delahanty.
Thank you, Donna, for being in here helping us out.
The ever-present Deborah Cadabra.
Hey, Deborah.
We have Downsizing Makes Sense.
Hey, guys.
Making us very jealous by being down in the Keys now.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. James Catanese.
Hey,
I think
James.
I saw him this morning on BluWave's live stream
yes.
for a little bit. Speaking of BluWave, we have Mr. BluWave Odyssey.
Hey, BluWave, yeah. And, you know, speaking of BluWave there, we had a wonderful time with Bob and Debbie yesterday. They were so kind and gracious to come down here to Fort Myers Beach, pick us up, show us the area, take us around Naples. They took us out to an amazing lunch dinner, because like them too, that was our dinner as well. We got so filled up we didn't have dinner afterwards, but we just had a wonderful time with Bob and Debbie. And
I love these meetups, and Bob and Debbie are just fantastic people. Thank you.
Yes.
And I'm still loving, they even gave us a little takeaway. Debbie made some fantastic key lime pie fudge squares.
Yes.
I'm in heaven over
I know. Yeah, those things are amazing.
Very addicting. So Mysterious Shadow is
Hey,
in
guys.
the room.
Thanks for joining us.
Miss Auntie Debbie Jean from Montana.
Debbie Jean. Hey, thank you.
We have, I know I saw other names, Avenger RV Adventure.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yes. Good name.
Camper Life, William and Jessica are here.
Camper Life.
Another moderator.
Yes, they are moderators. So thank you, guys. Thank you to our moderators who are here helping us out.
Miss Nix Picks.
Hey, Nix Picks. Thanks for joining us.
We have Lisa T.
Lisa, thank you for joining us, Lisa.
Stop, Eat, Explore.
Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Pause
Dave
and Effect.
and Susan. Yes. Pause and Effect. Thank you for joining us.
And I think, Travels with Delaney.
All right. They're another moderator. Thank you, Patrick and Patty, for joining us.
They're the trouble twosome, I think. No, Patty and Patrick, we always have a good time with our buddies.
Yes.
I heard this morning, BluWave did a temperature check where everybody was.
Yeah.
And it was really cold in Indiana.
I know.
So I'm just saying, come on down.
So let's start that again. BluWave had a great idea of temperature checks. Let us know where you are and what the temperature is right now.
See if it's warmed up in some of those areas from the early morning.
I would have to say in the sun right here, it feels like I'm in the 80s. It's not that hot, but
it's getting there today.
It's probably about 74, 75 here, and we are in Fort Myers Beach area. So I'm seeing those come through, and this is just for you guys to show each other. Right now I see James is saying 40 in Pennsylvania with snow. Yikes.
Ooh.
But
Corey, the Northwoods RV Life,
hey guys,
we got your email. Keep an eye out for that on Wednesday.
Yes.
It was awesome. I loved it. And then Miss Stacy Forrest is here.
Thanks for joining us,
nursing
Stacey.
our travel bug, Simple Life Big Adventures. And while people are putting in some of their stuff, I'll touch back from time to time to give you an update of who's in the room. And one of the other reasons we do that, besides being able to personally say hello to y'all, is a lot of people just listen to us on the road. So this way they kind of get a feel for who's in the room and who's saying things. Yep. So our topic for today
is favorite campsites. So now I saw a couple come through, but we are going to try to go in categories so people can stay up to date here and we can keep it organized a little bit. I think we're going to start out with state parks.
I think
Kerry and I are pretty, we both agree on this. So why don't you tell them what our favorite state park to stay at is?
City of Rocks State Park in New Mexico.
Yes, and that is just outside Deming, New Mexico. City of Rocks in Deming, New Mexico. Just a beautiful state park. It almost seems like you're on the moon or on a foreign planet with all those rocks. You can pull in and camp inside the rocks. What are some of your all's favorite state parks that you've stayed at?
I have to say about City of Rocks that it's one of the few places you can have full hookups there, but the unplugged areas are by far more desirable and better than the plugged-in sites.
Yeah, so if you do go to City of Rocks, while Kerry's searching for your comments here, if you do go to City of Rocks, do not get the hookups. Stay in the what are they called? Not improved. Developed areas, because you're up in the rocks, and that's where you want to be at City of Rocks.
All right, so we have some coming in now. The Guadalupe River State Park in San Antonio, Texas. But, ... and that was from BluWave Odyssey.
Okay.
So I can't wait to see what he has as a follow-up.
Yeah, that sounds beautiful.
Nursing Our Travel Bug says Gulf State Park in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Only stayed one night, and we want to go back.
You know what?
So people, get your pens and pencils out. If you're planning your trips, I have a feeling today's show is going to have a lot of great information.
And then we are also doing a blog post about this on our blog at www.theroadsweroam.com. Kerry, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt here.
Well, I'm going to play off the Alabama one because we had our runner-up one that we kind of toggled back and forth with is in Alabama.
Yeah, it's Oak Mountain State Park, another gorgeous park there. It's on a mountain, so the campsites are on different levels. So you can have somebody in the adjacent park or in the adjacent site, but they're hidden by trees and on a different level, either higher or lower than you, so you feel like there's nobody there.
Here's my suggestion to you. If you can, if you're a big fifth wheel, you're going to have a tough time with this, but if you can, come in the back entrance.
Yes.
Because it takes you over this bridge, over this waterway area, and the view as you enter is just beautiful.
All right, let's hear some other state parks.
Camper Life said Warriors Path State Park in East Tennessee.
Oh, East Tennessee's gorgeous. Haven't been there, should check that one out. That one's going on our list.
The Northwoods RV Life, Straits State Park in St. Ignace, Michigan.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, I'm so glad people are giving me names I can pronounce, and then I just messed that one up.
It's those Indian names. I know that doesn't sound like an Indian name, but yeah, no. Michigan's got all kinds of names that are different.
Okay, now BluWave Odyssey mentioned this one yesterday while we were talking with him. Livingston Lake State Park in Texas was very nice too.
Yeah, we'll have to check that one out because we do go through Livingston since we're full-timers. Our domiciles in Livingston, Texas, so we'll have to check that one out as well.
Pause and Effect said that Port A RV Resort was a lot of fun last winter.
Awesome, okay.
It's in Port Arkansas, Texas.
So that would probably not be a state park, but we are getting to those too. So guys, write that one down because it comes highly suggested by Pause and Effect. Thank you for that.
Travels with Delaney, Deception Pass State Park in Washington.
That was that beautiful view they had, yes.
And if you want to check that one out, I know they did a video where they highlighted that, and that was part of this last summer's tour that they did this summer of Sunday.
Yes.
Someday.
Yes. We have their sticker right there if you need to read it off.
We do. Hey, y'all, we want stickers, so if you're coming to the Tampa show,
yeah, bring your stickers. We'll trade with you. Even if you don't have them, we'll give them away at the Tampa show there.
Downsizing makes sense. Any springs in Florida state parks and I know I'm going to mess this up, the Bahia?
I just spilled on myself.
Honda and Curry Hammock in the Keys. I've learned that if you want to get into that state park, they allow reservations a year out. You make sure that exact year out, you're at your computer trying to get a reservation, because otherwise, good luck.
It's like going to a concert or something.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to be in Fort Lauderdale after this, and we have a plan that we've noticed that there's some last-minute openings down in the state parks in the Keys in Florida.
Yeah.
So we just have to keep our eyes out for last-minute cancellations. We'll be down in the area that we could hurry up and make a detour down there if there's any openings.
Okay, so any more state parks coming in here?
We have Turkey Run State Park Marshall, Indiana. Gorgeous hiking, and that is from Stacy Forrest.
All right,
and if
Turkey
Stacy
Run.
Forrest approves it,
Yes,
you know it's a good park.
Good. Yes.
Travels with Delaney also said, Sam, she's voting for Pokagon State Park right here in Indiana.
There you go.
Well, Sam, I think we'll have to check that one out. Because
if Sam says so, yes, of course.
That's right. Hi, Sam.
Yeah, and I'm glad Sam, they had a message where Sam is doing much better, so glad to hear that, Sam.
And yes, Teachers on Adventures are agreeing with Travels with Delaney that Deception Pass is a beautiful place.
Yeah, we saw their video, and that place looks gorgeous.
Now, one that BluWave is going to here real soon, Blue Springs State Park in Florida, and I believe that's where there's a bunch of manatees as well.
Oh, very good, very good.
Simple Life Big Adventures, Old Stone Fort State Park in Tennessee.
Ooh.
They have a video on it, waterfalls in there, everything. Check their video out.
Saw that.
The campground's small and so much space in between the sites, and the park has so much to see on a short loop trail. Yeah. It's beautiful there.
Yeah, there's a lot said for having space in between the sites, because, and that's what I like about state parks. Yeah, you tend to have a little bit more room versus like the private areas where they're banking on the money, so they're fitting as many as they can. So great point here. You know what? We've had a lot of stuff come in from some followers. I want to let everybody know that we had just an amazing night Friday night. It was so much fun. We got a lot of feedback. There was
obviously
a super chat.
We didn't get kicked out.
Yeah, there was a super chat pool for me to jump into the pool. I got to be quiet because the office is open and it's right behind us. So we wanted to thank everybody who super chatted to make me jump in that pool.
Who were the instigators?
The instigators. We've got links to all those channels below. Bob, if you could go in there and start linking those channels below. Guys, also check these channels out because they instigate a lot, but they're also great people, and a lot of them have amazing content. So let's go back on to some of these state parks
Outdoor
again.
Staycations. They recommend the Huntington Beach State Park in Murrells Inlet in South Carolina. Oh. We have not been camping in South Carolina yet.
No, but South Carolina has some gorgeous views.
I'm trying to see if there's any more. Outdoor Staycation said they also like Manatee Springs State Park, and that's here in Florida as well.
Yeah,
a lot of really good parks here in Florida, it seems, which is good. We can check more out.
Yeah, we're going to be here for quite some time.
Oh, but not to be forgotten, there is a vote in for a Kentucky State Park.
Okay.
Stacy Forrest said Natural Bridge State Park in Slade, Kentucky. Hiking and massive sandstone arch is there.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
Oh, I knew Northwoods RV Life is going to throw a ratchet at this. The Taquamon Falls State Park in Paradise, Michigan.
Easy for you to say.
Okay, I need those names broken up phonetically later. Lisa Teague, Eagle Point Campground, and Emerald Bay State Park. Oh, the Eagle Point Campground in Emerald Bay State Park and Lake Tahoe.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Lake Tahoe. That would be nice.
I love that area. We've driven through there, not since we've been RVing, but on regular travels.
Jerry and Teresa say Lapine State Park in Lapine, Oregon, one of our favorites, and that's Happy Place Diaries.
Yep, Happy Place Diaries. Thanks for joining us, guys. Glad you're in here.
We have Linesville, Pennsylvania State Park, where the ducks walk over the carp, and that's from James Catanese.
Wow, so there's a lot of carp in there, I take it.
Is that what we had when we lived in Wisconsin? The river flooded one time, and there were fish
jumping
were swimming
all downtown
the roads, which just amazed me. Yes, lots of peer pressure downsizing makes sense for Friday night.
Yeah, there was. But you know what? It was a lot of fun. We had a great time.
Boy, I cannot believe the amount of state parks. I mean, we've always loved state parks, like you said, because of the amount of space that you get at them. But this just proves it, I think.
And they tend to be a little bit cheaper than other places, unless you're on the East Coast.
Unless you're in Washington, because I remember Patty and Patrick.
Yeah, well, that beautiful view. And we spent a lot when we were in Pennsylvania at that one state park.
Patrick, if you can, weigh in. I think you had said something about out-of-state residents pay a little bit of a higher fee in Washington at the Washington State Parks and others. Can you let me know if that's true or not?
There you go.
Dreaming Out Loud RVing, Smith Mountain Lake State Park in Huddleston, Virginia.
Awesome, awesome.
And yeah, Avenger RV said they checked with the local jail to see if they had you. He's got connections, you know, the BluWave Bob sprung him out. Downsizing makes sense. Lots of deer at Manatee Springs.
Oh, yeah. And you love the deer.
I do. There's a place in, it's not a state park.
Wisconsin Dells.
Wisconsin Dells. They have the deer park. And that is just my favorite place. Forget all the water attractions. I go and I feed all the deer.
Yes.
JT&DT's, howdy from the West Texas town of El Paso.
Hey guys, thank you. I don't know if you've contacted us, but they were the winners, right, of our giveaway. So guys, contact us. Let us know so we can get your shipping address so we can send your package out to you.
Our big TEARDROPSHOP winners.
Yes.
And they have their little guy Max, so I know that they'll be able to spend it on some really cool stuff there. So downsizing makes sense. That Hannah Park was nice, but hard to maneuver if you have a big rig. So that's another good thing. As we talk about some of these parks, if there's something in particular that stands out about them, or if they are more big rig friendly or not big rig friendly, maybe pass that along too, so that way people can kind of use that information as well as they make plans.
Let's move on now. I know there's a bunch of other state parks. You guys see them in the comments. Kerry and I will add them in our blog post, but I want to move on to county parks.
Real quick though, yes, Washington State charges $5 extra for out-of-state residents when you book reservations.
Good to know, good to know. So let's talk about county parks. Now, Kerry, I think we've only stayed at one county park, but I imagine a lot of you have stayed at more. And if this goes by quickly, we'll go back to the state parks because they were rolling in. But our favorite county park is?
Coleman Landing.
Yes, Coleman Landing, and that is in Sumter County, Florida.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
We stayed there right we spent New Year's there last year. Really love it. And you can't make reservations online. It's just first come, first serve. But when we went there was a lot of spots open. And we were walking around in the morning. I can remember this woman said, "Oh, you found our secret. We've been coming back every year. Don't tell anybody." And we're like, "We're YouTubers, sorry."
So the locals there consider that. I mean, they're super nice. They're great people.
Yeah.
It's not like going to Bob will know about this. It's not like going to a surf spot and the locals kick you out. But the locals there love their little spot. They're very friendly, and for good reason they love it because it's gorgeous. We kind of had an area that was right out in the open, and we liked that because of all the sun. But there are areas inside the where all the trees are. You've got this beautiful Spanish moss hanging down there. One thing I will say about this place, though, is if you are there, there is no sewer hookups, but there is a sewer dump. But even if you are staying there, it's $10 to dump. Okay, so just be aware if you need to dump, you're going to have to pay an extra $10, and I believe the fee was $22 a night there.
It's really close to those hydro boats
that
you can go and do those during the day. Lisa Teague asked us to repeat the name of that place.
So that was Coleman Landing.
Coleman.
And it's in Sumter County, Florida.
And you know what I'll do is after the show, I'll put down our favorites for sure right away. So if you're looking for any
But if you're looking for stuff that other people have mentioned, you will find all of that in our blog post, which will be up sometime the following week here.
So Deborah Cadabra, have to check out Coleman Landing, my mother's family name. Well, there you go. You have to do that one.
You'll like it.
Okay, Consolidated Freedom, Nicholas. Said Vanning in Portland, Oregon is awesome. So many parks to check out. The parks around here are very nice and most are clean and beautiful.
Good to know.
That whole Pacific Northwest area is just gorgeous. So that's good to know, especially because we will be working our way up there this spring. Mary Lou North, hi all, late but here. I know you're on county, but are these state parks as hard to get reservations as Rhode Island Fisherman's Memorial State Park?
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
some might be, some maybe not. But yeah, even if you don't have a county state park, because I know a lot of us don't visit those as much, we can still keep talking about state as well. I think
just throw them in as I see them come through.
Stacy came in with a county here.
Lewis Outside said Long Point Campground in Melbourne, Florida, Brevard County. Excellent fishing and a few miles from the Sebastian Inland State Park.
Okay.
So if you're looking for it, and that's the other thing, looking for some of these county parks, they may not appear on all your maps as prevalent as some of the state parks.
Yeah.
So something to keep in mind on those.
But they are, a lot of times, especially down here in Florida, they are little jewels.
Yes. And I will say, I don't know any in particular, but I have seen other YouTubers talk about Texas. As you're going along the 10, going across that really long 800-mile stretch, there are a lot of county parks just off the freeway to check out, where it might just be a little parking lot where they have their little park area, but they have hookups and everything, and those are like $10 a night, or donations too.
Yeah.
So that's something to consider when you look at county parks. Some are even free.
Yep.
So, and I think Patty and Patrick ran into one or two of those when they were, I'm not sure if it's the county park, maybe you guys can weigh in on that, but they did on one of their videos talk about one of those that came in. So Stacy said, I didn't know about county parks till you guys mentioned it.
Yeah, county parks are actually really nice because they're usually a little bit cheaper than the state parks. And like I said, a lot of times they're little jewels there.
Nick's Pick said John Prince Park had changed so much over the years. So John Prince Park, where is that, Nick's Picks? Is that here in Florida?
Yeah, we'd be interested in that one too.
Northwoods RV Life, Brower Park, Mecosta County, Michigan, on the Muskegon River.
Muskegon.
Yeah. See, Corey, you're challenging me today. And then here's another state park from BluWave, Odyssey, Collier Seminole State Park in Naples, Florida.
Oh.
People, I will tell you, Naples
is gorgeous.
Is beautiful.
Yeah.
Bob and Debbie took us down there. We even got to go down on the beach.
Oh man, that was so nice.
Just having the sand between your toes. But everything in Naples that we saw was just picture perfect model. There's a lot of money in Naples.
Yeah. Now, admittedly, Bob said they took us to the best of the best in Naples, which, I mean, yeah, nobody wants to go to the bad areas. So, but I'll tell you, the best of Naples is
pretty impressive.
Better than most places I've seen, and I'm from Hawaii, so it's almost better than the best of Hawaii.
Downsizing makes sense. Markham Park, Broward County, great mountain biking trails.
Oh, very cool.
And it just jumped up. And model airplane field.
Oh boy, I would have fun watching that. But
she said the campground is not stellar. So if you're interested in more of the activities and the campground is not that big of a deal for you, keep that one in mind.
Well, that's one thing too that I do notice when you go to some of these state parks and some of these county parks. The amenities are usually not as nice as a private park, but those are things that you just deal with, and the cost is less. But a lot of times the view and the lot that you have that you're sitting in is much nicer.
Travels with Delaney, Lander City Park in Wyoming. They allow free overnight camping up to 3 nights.
Oh.
So the city camping, so you've got the county and then you've got the city parks.
Yeah.
So 3 nights up for free, no services, but awesome areas to park along the river. Sure as heck beats a Walmart parking lot. I mean,
yeah,
I'll just say that. So Nick's Picks, when she was talking about that other one, it's in Lake Worth, Florida.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll have to check that out. I like this because we're getting a lot of Florida stuff right now too. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be here till about the first part of February. So we've got a lot of camping places to find.
Well, I've been seeing a lot of YouTube videos where people are talking about this is where, if you're not full-timing, this is the time of year where you start dreaming and planning your vacation for next year, and you're planning your routes. And so this hopefully will help you along the way.
I know it's helping us. And like I said, guys, I know this is going fast. You may not be able to get all this stuff, but we are going to be listing all of these places in our blog afterwards, which will be up next week.
Nursing our travel bug. If passing through Middle Iowa, we enjoyed Bushy Creek State Rec Area and Kennedy County Park near Fort Dodge, Iowa, and it fit their 42-foot fifth wheel great.
There you go. So if you have a big rig, you can get in there, because you figure with a 42-foot fifth wheel, they've got to have at least another 19-20 foot on that truck. Yeah. So no problem for us to get in there with a 32-foot fifth wheel or Class A. So
we never thought twice about it when we were traveling with our little guy Max, because we know our little guy Max can get in just about anywhere.
Yes.
But we did start paying attention to locations for height and size-wise once we moved up to our Class A. So now when I go through Campendium or Allstays, I'm always looking for that big rig friendly quote. That is super helpful. So if you do leave reviews on these different websites, put down whether it's big rig friendly. Even if you don't have a big rig, but you see other big rigs there, then you know it's big rig friendly. You can put that in.
It's always great information. So what was that campground that we couldn't get to where Travels with Delaney was at? Grayson State Park.
Grayson State Park. Not only, we were having issues, but we heard from people that attended that as they were coming back down. Stacy Force was one of them, saying, one, we didn't see any other rigs like yours up here to begin with, and two, coming back down, we were, and they have a little guy, Max.
Yeah.
We were holding on to the.
It was pretty scary for them. And even William mentioned, Camper Life went up there to meet with Patty and Patrick from Travels with Delaney, and he mentioned that he drove his truck up there, but I remember him saying that his old rig, because now he's got a new rig, his old rig I think was about a 24 or 25. Correct me if I was mistaken. He said he would have been nervous taking that rig in there, and we were, another 6 feet onto that. So I'm glad.
But if you do have a small rig and you can get up there, the views were beautiful.
And what else do they have that you wanted to see?
The ponies.
Yes.
They have wild ponies there, so something to keep in mind. Lisa Teague, Fort DeSoto Beach Camping, County Run Park in Pinellas County near St. Petersburg, Florida.
Another Florida place.
Yes. Oh, and apparently Camper Life has deemed BluWave Bob, or BluWave Odyssey, the mayor of Naples. So yes, I agree.
I know BluWave, I know that Bob knows the mayor.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he mentioned it, yeah.
Dang. Well, I do know that they have pull at that restaurant that we went to.
We walked in and they're like, Bob! No, they didn't say Bob, but they knew
know
who he was on site. He got us a great seating area. So, we people know Bob at these restaurants.
If you're in the area, reach out to BluWave Odyssey.
Yeah.
Avenger RV Adventure said you might want to stop off in Marco Island, south of Naples. So not a particular park, but a place to check out if you're in the area. So we're in the area. We should write that down.
Yes, of course.
Great list of parks. Happy Place Diaries said we're going to be heading east in 2022, so they're putting these on the list. Perfect. That's what we're doing it for.
That's what we like about this, because there's so much great information, so much knowledge in these live chats. So, guys, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with everybody.
Downsizing makes sense. Said Fort DeSoto has awesome kite surfing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's some crazy stuff.
I want to do that.
Kite surfing?
Yeah.
You better learn how to surf first, though.
I'll just put a really big life vest on.
Those are dangerous. I've seen people actually get hurt because they catch this amazing gust of wind off the top of a wave, and then they go inland and they fall and hit, on the ground. So that's kind of dangerous stuff, but cool to watch for sure. Okay,
so Jerry, I know Patrick is cringing, but I'm not going to argue with this because we have found a few of these that we do like. Happy Place Diaries said, we stayed at 2 KOAs in South Dakota. Don't get Patrick going on KOAs. They were great, lots to see and do. The one in Deadwood, South Dakota was fantastic.
Oh, Deadwood is a fantastic place. You know what? So, yeah, we all kid and cringe about KOAs, but there are some nice ones. When we talk, let's just go there right now since we're talking about it.
Okay.
So let's talk about our favorite private campgrounds. So for Kerry and I I don't know Kerry, but for me, my favorite private campground is a KOA, and it's Sam's Club KOA off of Boulder Highway in Las Vegas. We just got a super chat. I can't see it. You're going to have to move forward to it.
That is with Travels with Delaney. Thank you for providing all this excellent RV information for the community.
Well, you guys are so knowledgeable. You've been doing it for so long. We're so thankful that you're in here because you always provide so much information. So, hey, BluWave, if you could link to Patrick and Patty's Travels with Delaney, that would be fantastic. And
also, any of the people that we've referenced, like that we know that you've had a video for the recommended one, send them to us. And then I can only put up 5 cards within the live stream. But if you send them to me and we talk about, like, Patty and Patrick with their Summer of someday, sorry guys, we can link up so people can see some of these places.
Let me say that a little bit clearer, because I know you were thinking ahead of way. If you have a video on one of your favorite campsites, we will card it if you send it to us. Again, remember, we can only put up 5 cards. So send them to us, and if we can fit them in, we'll put them in.
Yeah, the first 5 we'll include. But it has to be about a park that you've shared with us during this live stream.
So again, we are talking about favorite campgrounds, and do you agree with me, KOA, Sam's Town, or do you have another one that you like a little better?
No, I think we really haven't stayed at a lot of private campgrounds. So that being said, The Samstown one did work out really well because you're right next door to the casino.
Yes.
We had the pool area was always kept up really well.
There's a Walmart right across the street.
It was very convenient for us. So for people like us that don't have a tow vehicle or towed, having things that are very convenient or offer trolley services or things like that, that was very convenient on a lot of points, and the people there were very, very nice. So yes, I would have to say the Samstown KOA.
Okay, I see a lot rolling in, and to be honest, I see a lot of KOAs in there, so fantastic.
I'll be getting to them. I'm going to wrap up because I'm working my way down the list. I don't want to miss any. Outdoor Staycations, the County Community Park, Silver Springs Campground in Stowe, Ohio.
Awesome. Okay.
Yes, Lewis, I wore this spam hat just for you today. Arkansas Traveler, hey Terry. I remember lots of giant raccoons at Fort DeSoto when you lived there, so be careful of those.
Yep.
We have Mark Milinarski. Hi, Mark and
Karen.
Karen.
Mark, thanks
I
for
hope you
joining
had
us,
a
guys.
good time at the concert last night.
Yeah, and
I
we
love
love
the
that picture. Thank you for sending that to us.
It's about time now we're here, and we're going to get in touch with you guys for a potential
we
meetup
are.
after the show.
They live in the area.
We have Curry Hammock is not dog friendly. That's the one down in the Keys. So be aware of that. People, I believe it's the one in the Keys.
Yeah, we found a great site in the Keys. Let's just jump ahead. We can get these in our blog post because I want to stay current with where we are. But we found a great site in the Keys. We were all excited for it. It was at a decent price. Come to find out, it wasn't dog friendly, so we couldn't go.
Okay, there's a couple other good ones here. We have the Little Wolf Campground in Tupper Lake, New York, and that was from Outdoor Staycations.
Okay.
BluWave Terry Bison RV Park. You get to see the buffalo.
There you go. Nice.
So this private park, Happy Place Diaries, said Sea and Sand outside of Lincoln City, Oregon, our favorite private RV park.
Sea and Sand.
Yes,
Okay.
S.E.A.
Awesome. We'll have to check that one out too.
Downsizing makes sense. Said if possible, when people are doing these, if you know if it's dog friendly or not, put that down. That is very helpful. We have KOA, Travels with Delaney, KOA, my lips are sealed. What's funny is we were just transitioning into that right as the super chat came through, so the timing was perfect. Okay, so Consolidated Freedom. So Nick said he was not allowed to use his RV at a specific KOA because his rig was more than 15 years old. That is something, especially in these private campgrounds, that you do have to be aware of and always look for or ask so that we don't run into an issue when you arrive.
So yeah, I'll tell you right now, we saw an issue with that when Chuck from Get Bronson came to visit us at that KOA Samstown. It wasn't because it was an older rig, because they did have older rigs there, but if you don't have an RVIA sticker on your rig, if it's not a rig that was made for camping by a company and RVIA certified, they won't let you in.
Great live stream from BluWave Odyssey.
BluWave Odyssey. Thank you
Bob
so
and
much.
Debbie.
Yes, much appreciated, you guys.
You guys are horrible.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that, but we thank you so much.
The Northwoods RV Life said, we love the KOA in Mackinac City. I said that one right.
Yes.
We are always there 2 weeks a year.
So is Mackinac City, I'm wondering, is Mackinac City on Mackinac Island? Because I know Mackinac Island, when I was a kid and we used to go there, they wouldn't allow any motor vehicles. So is that on the island or is that different? So we'll be looking forward to seeing that.
It's About Time Now said Markham Park in Sunrise, Florida is really good, but it's a county park. So going back to the county park list, but that's another one to add on.
So I think they answered back no. It's pretty bright out here, so I'm having a problem seeing the screen.
Stop, Eat, Explore, KOA, Wells Beach Campground in Wells Beach, Maine. It is
anything
beautiful.
with beach in it is a winner. And I know Stop, Eat, Explore, they love Maine. Well, at least David loves Maine, because I'll see a lot of times he's mentioning Maine, and Maine is a gorgeous place. So thanks for sharing that with us, guys.
Okay, guys, I'm seeing some people are talking about the videos, how we said that. Try to email them or put them in the description, in the comments below, because it's harder to track these down. So with a link to your video in the comments below after the show, because it's going to be very difficult for me to try to track that just through this chat.
Or honestly, the best way to do it is go to www.theroadsweroam.com. That's our blog. That's where this will be posted later on this week. But there is a contact us button there. Click that and you'll send an email right to us.
Peace River, Thousand Trails in Wauchula, Florida.
Ooh, boy.
I tried to get into that one. I looked at that one. That is a very nice one. The problem with us signing up for Thousand Trails so late is that a lot of these places have already been booked. So we're at the whim of just whatever ones might have an opening. That's how we found this one. We got really lucky. I was very happy when Bob came to pick us up.
Yep.
And Bob and Debbie said, you guys got a good one. So I do like it here.
Yeah, and our site is actually right up front, right by the pool. We could have gotten in the back, but Kerry and I said, you know what, we want to be by the pool. So
I'm glad we did, because now, even though our neighbor to the other side is very close, yes, we have to deal with a little traffic, but we've got wide open here, and we're very close to the pool.
Wide open up front. Good point.
So we have the Outdoor Staycations said that the Nashville KOA is super location. We haven't stayed there, but my sister did when she was first moving to the Nashville area. They rented one of those little lodge cabins.
Yeah.
Loved it. There's a lot of activities for the kids to do there. That's one of the really big, they put money into that one for sure.
Yeah, and that's kind of a neat thing about these private campgrounds is they usually have activities. You know, like where we are here, there was a yard sale the other day. Tonight there's going to be a golf cart, lights golf carts going all over the place.
They had in the Manchester KOA, Manchester, Tennessee. Remember they had in that far back lot, you had like these little go-kart.
Yeah, they were pedal ones. Though.
Yeah, they had the little pedal go-kart track so the kids could go off and do that, and they had a putt-putt course and all sorts of things. The Montana Project, KOA in Leavenworth, Washington is a great place to stay if you are in Eastern Washington.
There you go.
And we did sign up, by the way, for the KOA discount membership, because when we did stay at the Samstown one, we stayed, it got to that point where we stayed 10 days, so it made sense to pay that. I think it's like $35 or $39. The discount that we got off of it made it worthwhile. Now for the rest of the year, we get that discount whenever we stay at it.
A lot of times, too, KOAs will offer a military or veterans discount.
Which is bigger than their KOA discount, so it's always good to ask. We've run into an issue where some KOAs said, no, we don't. And then the Samstown one does give a higher discount for military members than they do their Good Sam or their KOA discount. So make sure to ask. If
you are a veteran or active duty military, make sure to ask about that, because some do, some don't.
Nursing our travel bug. Yeah, nursing our travel bug. Tucson KOA was amazing. Lots of dog pads, 2 pools, one with bar service. Ooh.
Is that where we stayed? No, we were at Phoenix KOA.
And fruit trees that you are welcome to pick.
What?
Yeah.
Wow,
there's even covered parking for a premium to hide from the relentless Arizona sun. Now that one sounds like they've got it going.
Right there,
I like the pool with the little bar service that they've got. That's pretty cool. And the fruit trees.
Yeah. I've never heard of that. That is so cool that now when we go through Tucson, we're pulling in there just to check it out.
And we have another super chat that just came through from Mr. Lewis outside.
Lewis.
Testing if I can super chat from the field. Wait, something flew by, LOL. It works. Great live stream.
Thank you so much, Lewis.
Yes,
very kind
of you. Okay, I'm going to try. I might have missed a few.
That's all right.
The 2 nicest commercial campgrounds from Travels with Delaney we have ever stayed are at Fort Wilderness Resort at Disney World and Blue Water Key RV Resort near Key West, Florida.
Oh yeah, those sound amazing.
I looked at the Fort Wilderness Resort right before we got the Thousand Trails membership. They still had openings, and it was about $90 a night for the standard site for this time of year.
You know, some places are just worth it.
But I think it would be worth it. Yeah, I agree.
We typically don't like to, I mean, we have paid $75, $80 a night. We typically don't, we get unhappy when we have to pay more than $50 a night. But there are some places that are worth it, and I think that Camp Wilderness would be worth it.
I agree. And you know, if Patty and Patrick, because they document so many.
If it's Travels with Delaney approved, you know it's good stuff.
Happy Place Diaries, Icicle River in Leavenworth, Washington. Outstanding.
Ooh.
It sounds cold. I'm just putting that out there.
Ooh, that sounds neat, though.
Northwoods RV Life, Maple River Campground in Powamo, Michigan.
Awesome. I'm seeing a YMCA here. What's that one?
Yes, Stop, Eat, Explore. David and Susan said Camp Carr, C-A-R-R, YMCA Campground. It's small but friendly, and it's along a river where you can do tubing and fishing.
Wow, I didn't even know that there were YMCA campgrounds. See? There's so much knowledge in here. Wow. Okay, learned something new. Thank you.
And then Northwoods RV Life said Mill Creek Campground in Mackinac City, Michigan. So there's a lot up there in the Michigan area.
And I think he did mention that Mackinac City is not on Mackinac Island. I think I saw that come through.
It's about time now. Said outside of Florida, we did a review. They did Nolan Lake State Park in Kentucky, and it's very pet friendly.
Yes.
So that Kentucky area, which I think we'll come back through in the fall on our way back down to Tennessee.
So that's something that's very important too. Is some of these places aren't pet friendly, especially a lot of the national parks are not very pet friendly, and the state parks seem to be a little more pet friendly.
Now Nicholas brings up a great point, and I've learned this a while ago from just traveling to the area.
Okay.
Portland loves their dogs.
Yes.
So much so. And he says they are very dog friendly here. Dogs are welcome in stores and other businesses everywhere. He is absolutely correct. That I wanted to move to Portland just for that reason, because we love to take our dogs everywhere.
Well, the Pacific Northwest, a lot of places seem to be that way. The company that I work for, I'd have to visit Amazon quite often in Seattle, and I'd walk into Amazon, and their workers are allowed to bring their dogs. So there were 10, 15 dogs walking in the 30 minutes that I was sitting in the lobby area. So yeah, fantastic. And pet friendly is a bonus with us for sure.
Oh yes, for sure. So the Route 66 KOA outside of St. Louis, Missouri. It's right past the arch, the Gateway Arch, and that's from It's About Time Now.
Okay.
That's another
You know what? That reminded me of
I was
something.
just going to say.
Another great, this is an honorable mention. Another great private park is the Route 66
RV Resort.
RV Resort. That is about 17 or 27 miles north.
It's exit I-40 off the I-40 outside of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Wow, I can't believe you remember that. But yeah, Route 66 RV Resort is an amazing place. They've got the casino right there. They've got a shuttle that takes you back and forth. It's all brand new. We did a tour of that. We'll put a link below. I know Nomadic Fanatic did a tour of it when it just opened. Great place. It's very dog friendly. Yes.
Carlos, the general manager there, if he sees your dog, he has treats for them. He will come up and say hello.
He will take a picture
and you can
post
take them
Facebook.
everywhere. Even if you need to do laundry, you can take your dog into the laundry room with you and do that. That's the first place I've ever seen where you can take the dogs everywhere you go. Not in the casino, but the casino is a separate property, but they have an agreement and they have shuttles that run.
Okay, I know we're rocking and rolling here, but I wanted to move into boondocking now. So to move on to boondocking, and these again, guys, we're sorry if we didn't get to mention them, but people are seeing them. They will be in the blog.
And yes, New Hampshire Joe, I eat Spam. I love Spam. So
boondocking here, our favorite place, and Kerry and I talked ahead of time because we had so many, but I think we have to say Jack in Wyoming. Boot Jack, I think that's Forest Service. Oh, Idaho, yeah. I think that's Forest Service, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Don't hold me to that.
Boot Jack, we actually spent a couple of days there. It's beautiful views. It's very secluded. We were out there with Delaney, and that was
the
just
reason
an amazing
why.
place.
So I will say that there were some places that we'll mention really quick that had better views.
Yes.
But when we boondock, and the ones that we really love are when we truly feel that we've escaped everything.
Yeah.
And where we've escaped, and we just had the whole place to ourselves. It was nice and quiet. We hung out with some great friends and just had a great time. And I think that had a lot to do with it, but I like the seclusion.
Yeah. So let me just mention our honorable.
Okay, we're cricket, but we're back up.
We had to move this into the shade here. So here we are back. I'm trying to fix this, guys. We unplugged the mics because we were going to call it quits, but Kerry would not let me call it quits because she's not a quitter.
No, but we have to look at it. I have faith and even unplugged the microphone.
I did, so we're hooking back up here real quick here. So
thank you for the 10 people that stuck it out.
Yeah, you guys are true troopers here, but we're getting the sun again. That's what caused the problem in the first place. We jumped back up to 22 all of a sudden. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I'm not going to promise that we won't drop again. We're going to try to keep going here. We were talking about boondocking last, and so guys, go ahead and fire your boondocking, your favorite boondocking spots off, because I'm sure you all know a lot more about it than us, and there's a lot more experiences in here. We just got a super chat from Nick's Picks. Says, thanks to what you're doing. Well, thank you for what you're doing, because like I mentioned, you guys have so much knowledge. Bob, if you're still here, could you please link Nick's Picks up there?
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Downsizing makes sense. Yes, I think we should invest in a little umbrella. We can clip it onto the back end of it.
100% right.
One of the downsides of doing it in the heat. We didn't want to sit inside the rig again, because there's so many times where we're in the rig. Granted, looking at a park model home probably isn't the great.
Hey, it's better than looking at our shades. You guys, I can't believe there's 33 people in here. You guys are so amazing. Thank you for sticking around. Wow.
Lisa said lesson number 1, don't leave your phone in the sun in Florida.
Yes.
See, we're teaching you. We're suffering
through our failures. Yeah.
And don't do live streams with a pool in the background.
I was trying to end it. I was like, well, you know, there's only 10 people. Let's go. And I started getting ready to head to the pool. Carrie said negative.
Because I promised him he could go in the pool after the live stream today. So that's why he was trying to get out earlier. Haley family said, cooling down the iPhone. Gosh, wish we had that problem here in Ohio.
Yes, it's one of those problems that is, you're thankful to have that problem.
Okay, now I just have to give a little side note, because this is kind of hilarious. If anybody walks by, not only are they looking at us filming, but
we're leaning into the RV.
The side of our RV. Where we've got this big concrete pad, but here we are just leaning here talking to the box. But that's what we do.
Hey, we got to do what you got to do.
All right, so y'all, we need to know where we can boondock.
Yeah, so let us know. We had mentioned that Bootjack was one of our favorites. So I don't know if you're getting any of those through or not, or I can just keep yapping. So I'm kind of good about that.
Why don't you talk about
honorable mentions? Okay, so we mentioned Lower Teton Views, but I'll tell you, an amazing place is Sedona, out in Sedona, Forest Road 525. It's known as the main drag. That was gorgeous. We had a great time. We spent time there with Joyous Voyagers. Just cut me off when you need to. We spent time with Joyous Voyagers. We spent time with Two Doves Nation there, and we had an amazing time for about 5 days, I think.
We did, and the only thing to know about that, there's a lot of ATVing around, so there is dust. It does get busy very quickly, but you can find room. Just keep going. Go down. You're going to see a lot of people right at the front of the road.
Yeah, keep heading back.
Just keep going. It doesn't dead end, so don't worry about it. You can continue going, and there's this big gigantic loop that takes you way further down the freeway, so just keep going and you'll find some amazing spots. Yep. Live Life RV said Liberty, Washington for boondocking on top of a gold field.
What?
There you go.
I've got a detector. I've got a gold detector in there. Liberty, Washington is making my list right now.
And going back, I missed this comment earlier. Charles with Delaney said Carl, if you don't know Carl is their tab.
Yep, 400.
Has some permanent souvenirs from our time at Bootjack. That is not our fault.
Yeah, well, what's funny is Patrick said, you know what? I can't see Russ and Kerry taking Boone, which is our 32-foot Class A, down this trail. So they finally realized that, okay, we're in the wrong area, but we finally met up. Patty had us laughing because over the phone she's like, we're gonna die. They were out in Bigfoot country.
Okay. So for those of you who may not know, and you probably do, but Patty is the funniest woman out there, hands down.
Yes.
She has got a sense of humor like no other. We love Patty so much.
We have a good time talking with her.
So somebody, Stop Eat Explore.
Patrick, meh. I had to get him back for this morning.
During BluWave's live stream this morning, Patrick made a dig at Russ, so Russ is just getting him back.
So,
so Stop and Explore asked, any Harvest hosts?
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
So our favorite, and I know we've said this many, many times, Island Grove Winery in Hawthorne, Florida.
Texas, boy. Yeah.
I don't know where you at.
I know.
I like the one in Florida.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. And it's my understanding now they only allow one boondocking there per night, which makes it even better. You're in the middle of 700 acres of blueberry fields by yourself.
Yeah, and they do give you electricity free, and they'll give you the password for their Wi-Fi. Here, real quick, I want to give a call to action shout out because we didn't mention this last time. Guys, we are going to have a meetup at Tampa at the RV Super Show at 6 o'clock p.m. on the 17th of January. We're going to have a get-together in the boondocking area. We don't know exactly where that is, but Wednesday we'll have the GPS coordinates. Wednesday before the 17th, we'll post that, and we're going to have a special live chat there. We're going to have myself, we're going to have BluWave Odyssey, Bob from BluWave Odyssey, and William from Camper Life. We all three are going to be doing a live chat there.
Thankfully, there's no pool in the background.
And if you're there, you have a YouTube channel, or if you just want to say hi, we're going to pull you guys in. But before we do that,
just a social gathering at 6 p.m.
Yep.
Feel free to bring a dish if you want. And we'll have some hors d'oeuvres set out and
yep,
some drinks there.
Yeah.
And then we'll just lead it right into the live stream that night.
So this will be at Tampa.
Yes. So Sean Morden said 3 Lakes Wildlife Management Area in St. Cloud, Florida. Is all right. It's all right. So I got to check that out.
Yeah, we'll be staying at our first water management area coming up, in about 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks. So we're excited about that, boondocking out there.
And Lisa's telling Travels with Delaney those scratches from Carl, and
yep,
they're called pinstripes. Wear them proudly.
Yes.
There you go. So ditto on that. It's about time now. So yeah, we've got, yes. Oh, thank you, Bob. The most important thing, bring your chairs if you're coming to the gathering. January 17th at the Tampa Fairgrounds, where the Super RV Show will be.
RV Super Show.
Yeah, the RV, because we'll be in the boondocking area, there won't be any amenities, and unless you want to stand for the entire time, please, if you can, bring some chairs, because we have only our 2 that we carry with us.
But you can stand around if you don't bring your chairs, and we'll have some drinks and, like Kerry said, some hors d'oeuvres for you. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun because, again, William from Camper Life, Bob from BluWave Odyssey, and I are going to be doing a live chat there, streaming, but we're also going to be pulling everybody in to say hi online, or say hi who are there personally. So it'll be a live audience as well. So that'll be a whole lot of fun.
And Stop, Eat, Explore, I guarantee you, it is going to be 10 times bigger and better than Hershey. It's kind of like the very first football game Russ and I ever went to was a Super Bowl.
Yes.
So every other football game we go to after that is kind of a little less than the first one we had. We started off, the very first RV show we ever went to was Tampa last year. And now Hershey, which is touted as the largest show, really didn't seem as impressive to us.
No, Tampa seemed much bigger and better. And I don't know.
We just got an inkling of, from BluWave's live stream this morning, how many people were coming to the show.
Yeah.
So actually, everybody in the room, if you are planning on going to the Tampa RV Super Show in January, put a...
I don't know, if you started it, let's see it.
TS for Tampa Show. I
there
think
you
that's
go.
what Bob had everybody do. So type down a TS, and then that way everybody in the room can kind of get an idea of who will be
there. You go. We're stealing out of Bob's book because Bob does these live chats so well.
Give us permission to do
All right,
that.
so here we've got some TSs coming.
We've got Lisa Teague, Avenger RV Adventures, Outdoor Staycations,
BluWave Odyssey for sure.
Downsizing Makes Sense. I don't know if Camper Life came back in the room, but I know for sure he's going to be there.
Awesome.
Dreaming Out Loud RVing.
Wow, there's going to be so many people.
Fun RV Adventures is going to be there. So see, if you were on the fence about coming to this show, look at all these great people that are going to be in
Nick's
here.
Picks is saying, hey, at Silver Turtle 65. I think he'll be there as well. We got
New Nomadic is going to be there.
Awesome.
Nursing Our Travel Bug, only via YouTube. Well,
we'll be broadcasting live there. We'll be posting at the very least the very first day. So check that out. It'll be just like you're there. Okay, so I just wanted to see if anybody else, It's About Time Now is going to be there.
Wilson's on Wheels, we're heading the opposite direction in January, but they'll be watching.
Awesome.
Awesome. Explore. They aren't coming down with their little guy Max, but they are going to fly in and stay at a hotel.
Yeah, Dave sent us a message a while ago and said that they've got their reservations, so we're looking forward to seeing those guys. I'm sure being up in Michigan, their little guy Max is in deep winterized mode right now, so I get it.
Now, I do want to throw out there, because we kind of touched on different topics, and you can break down categories of campgrounds different ways. What I'm curious, if you could only go to one place to camp, your last camping trip ever, where would you pick to go? The one place that you could go to.
That we've already been or haven't been?
Or haven't been. I mean, it's kind of hard to say a place you haven't been to because you really can't weigh in on it. But if there was only one place that you could go to camp, where would it be?
So yeah, I see Sean Morden's going to be there as well. Camper Life, yep, he's still in the room.
Lisa Teague said Connemara region in Ireland.
Oh, wow.
You are going
getting
big
fancy there, yeah.
Fancy.
We have relatives in Ireland, well, in Northern Ireland. Our soon-to-be daughter-in-law is from Northern Ireland, so.
Yes, and so downsizing makes sense. So they were talking about if you are interested in boondocking, it's $20 a night for the boondocking locations, and you still have to pay the $14 a day entry to get into the show in addition to the boondocking.
Yeah, and when we were there last time, they did allow generators, but there were hours that you could or could not use them. A lot of times too, and I don't know about this show, but a lot of times at shows they'll have where you can use your generator, and then they'll have no generators allowed as well. But just know that if you're going there, you want to do some boondocking, you can use your generator there.
Happy Place Diaries, their place, Bryce Canyon.
Oh yes, gorgeous. We've been to Bryce, well, we've been past Bryce Canyon, yes.
Geek Family Adventure said, oh, that's a tough question. It's like picking your favorite child. BluWave said, for me, the Grand Canyon, and for Debbie, the Redwoods.
Oh yeah, both nice places, my goodness, yeah. Well, for me, I could pick, my favorite son is Brett, and then my favorite daughter is Kiana. So it's not hard.
Our favorite Chihuahua is Billy, and our favorite Aussie Retriever is Abby.
There you go.
JT and DT's Adventure said Cottonwood Lake in San Juan Forest in Colorado is our most favorite.
Wow, never been there.
Donna gave us the Happy Trails, but because of the issue we had, let's run a few minutes over.
Let's do that. I'm having a lot of fun here.
So Haley family asked what was happening to Silver Turtle. So stop and explore. Donna, no. We're going to give Donna permission. Donna, give us the extra 10 minutes. That way we can kind of make up for what we had. All right, Stacy, we will see you later.
Hey, Stacy, thanks for joining us.
James Cadney said Cass, West Virginia Top Hills Campground.
Ooh, West Virginia. We went through there this year, but we didn't camp in West Virginia, I don't think. Just Virginia.
No, we did not. Now, in retrospect, I would also challenge people, what is the worst place you've ever said? So, like, if we're going to go through an area, avoid it at all costs.
Boy, these are tough because I can't think of one. Can you think of one for us that you really didn't like?
Yeah, that place in Alabama.
That place in Alabama.
It was a private campground. I can't remember the name
of it. Oh, yeah. And we stayed there the longest, too. Yeah, that was right outside Heflin, Alabama, yeah.
Yeah, if you're ever in that area, just get in touch with us. I'll make sure to find the name of that one. I did not like that campground whatsoever. But so Sean asked, do you know what day? I think you're maybe asking about what day our meetup is.
Yeah, our meetup is Friday, the 17th.
Of January.
Yeah, at 6 p.m.
Haley family, nope, they were talking about that. So I guess everybody must love every campground they've ever been to, because I'm not getting any feedback on that.
Well, except you.
Well,
those are tough questions that you're asking. Yeah, those are tough questions you're asking. I couldn't think of any. And that one, I really didn't think it was too bad. I know you didn't like that. I know you didn't like that KOA in Utah, just above Vegas.
Okay, that's number 2.
I liked that. I would go back there.
No, that KOA...
I mean, they were packed in, but the view was beautiful of the mountain.
So we had our rig, and then their little
I get it.
With a picnic table, and then our neighbor's picnic table was right next to it. It's like you had to figure out which one was yours.
Yeah.
And so basically you shared the same little concrete pad, and your doors pretty. No, it was too close for comfort.
But the view was gorgeous, and the pool was nice too.
Happy Place Diaries, KOA in Lincoln City, worst experience. Lots of seasonals, really loud, and staff was crappy.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Jerry.
There you go.
Now I don't feel bad that I was so critical of campgrounds. Outdoor staycations, Andersonville City Park, Andersonville, Georgia, right outside of NHS. I won't recommend for anyone over 26 foot. So that's important. So
that's cool because I'm only 5'9", so that would work out well. It sounds like it's a real tight area. So yeah. Well, that's good to know too, because I hate pulling into a place and figuring out I'm too long right then and there. So good to know. 26 foot. We will not go there because we're definitely over 26 foot.
We're just a little bit over that.
Yeah.
It's about time now. Said Holly, Colorado Town Campground. Keep driving.
There you go.
Keep on going. And then we have, nope, they're just talking Living Good Life RV.
Okay.
Hi, Monique and William.
Hey, guys.
So they're waiting for the rain to stop so they can head out to the RV to see lots of dealers.
Let me tell you something here. If you're in an RV and you don't know what to do, Jurgen's Journey, who's not with us today. I don't normally do this. Yeah. Jurgen's Journey, yeah. I don't normally shout out somebody who's not in the room, but Jurgen is a whole different level.
He's a whole different level.
Yeah, he's such a good guy. His Rottweiler, Rotten Bear. He did a video on 5 things to do when it's rainy or
that's how you brought that. Okay.
Outside. So Bob, if you could, I don't know if you can just link to his channel or link to that video, but we love Jurgen's Journey. So
Avenger RV Adventure, worst place, boondocking in my driveway. We're going to make a reservation right now and test that one out. No, I'm just kidding. Auntie Debbie Jean, Alto Lake, Washington. They're packed in like sardines.
Oh, man. That's too bad because I like anything with lake. And I would probably go there. Lake? Oh, yeah, let's do it. So now I know better.
Downsizing makes sense. If I'm the keys. Oh, she took it back before I could read it. Never mind. So Avenger said, "Come on by." See, it's that what is it?
Subliminal.
Not subliminal. It's the one where they try to trick you with the messaging.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I can't think of it right now, but he told us how bad it was to boondock in the driveway and made us want to go there.
Yeah, reverse psychology. I think is what you're talking about.
There
yeah.
We go. That's because I didn't have my cup of coffee. I had it way early this morning.
Yeah.
Earlier than I normally do. But it was just too hot to have coffee. I should have made Stacy Force iced coffee.
Oh yeah, that stuff is amazing.
Which is calorie ridden, but oh so good.
Not keto friendly either.
Actually, it is.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's like a half a cup of heavy cream or half and half, and you can have a lot of fat.
But there was a lot of sugar in there, if I remember right.
No, not if you use the sugar-free caramel.
Okay.
I know my way around it. I'm going to have that. Yeah, not too many.
All right.
What time? That makes me happy because it seems like then campgrounds are working really hard to try to get people to be happy about their camping experiences.
All right. Before we kick out of here again, I want to let you know we are having a meetup. And that meetup is at the Tampa RV Super Show. It'll be on the 17th of January at 6 p.m. in the boondocking area. We're going to mingle from 6 to 8, but then at 8 we're going to do a live broadcast. Camper Life, William, BluWave Odyssey, Bob, and I will be broadcasting there. You guys are free to stop in. We'll have drinks, hors d'oeuvres. Feel free to bring a dish of your own if you wish, and bring your chairs for sure. And you can pop in and say hello to everybody on our live chat. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end it because the phone is going to fry this phone again.
So, but my ending is just if y'all have any topics that you want us to talk about on these live streams, we would love suggestions for that. Leave them in the comments below, or get a hold of us on our website on the contact page, and we will add it to our list of topics to talk about for future.